Hi everyone, welcome to Franka's Fab Family. I am Franka and I just want to take some time to really acknowledge our elderly community. I wish my grandmother was still alive. I only have a few very fond memories with her because she was actually in the islands. I was in New York, and then by the time she got to New York, I was in the islands and so on and so forth. But the memories that I have with her are so priceless. I remember my grandmother used to cook. Oh my God, my grandmother could have had just one onion, maybe a half a garlic head. And she would make a whole dish, and don't ask me why. You would think she cooked with a whole garden of food. And it was just, and she baked so beautifully, like with so much love. Like every single thing that she did had so much love. Every bite had so much love in it. And I just wish I would have gotten more time with her. My kids are very young now, but sometimes I think of, when I think back on her, and I wish I had more time to spend with her, more time to learn at her feet, more time to pick her brain in wisdom and in understanding. A lot of the women in my family actually went through a lot of hardship in their marriages and in relationships and things like that. And after my divorce, I took time to speak with my aunts, my sister, many of the women in my life that had their own struggles. And when I really think of my grandmother's era, that would have been loads of information that could have been shared with us. And that's one of the things that I think I miss most about her. And I wish that we would just take time to share with each other, sit with our family members and share with each other. I just had a call from one of my aunts. Her ex-husband actually just passed. And she was sharing some things with me and about her life, and I just think as family members, if you really take time to sit down and teach the younger generation, we don't have to go through everything the hard way. We don't have to dwell or bash anyone or be regretful about some of their life experiences that we walk through. But I think it's critical that we can transfer a lot of those knowledges to our younger generation, that it will equip them better to be able to deal with the challenges of life. And the older community, I think you guys have a lot of wisdom, more wisdom that I think that we as younger people take time to acknowledge and appreciate, as well as many times you don't share. Sometimes you guys want to forget about some of your bad choices, but those choices are what made you who you are today. And those choices or those life experiences can really help this young generation. I really take time to be honest with my children, as age appropriate as possible, because I heard a friend say to me, it's like when you have children and you don't prepare them, whether through your own experiences or your own stories or through stories that you've heard, it's almost like sending a child out into a war zone and you don't give them any weapons, any equipment. And these weapons come in the form of just knowledge, just understanding, just life experiences. A story can really tell you, maybe you're not alone in this. Maybe you can handle it this way. Or sometimes it prepares you for something that might happen many years down the line, just from sharing a story, just from sharing an example of something that you have lived through. So here on Franka's Fab Family, it's not just about, bells and whistles and rainbows and fairies and, wonderful things. There are really some dark situations I think in almost everyone's life. I have really come to be honest with some of my struggles and some of the things that I have lived through. But one thing that I pride myself in is learning. I think life is to continuously learn and figure out how can I make things happen. And in 2019, having 4 young children that I'm raising on my own, and if nothing else, that my children would remember, they will remember that I would have shared my good stories and my bad stories, but in hope that all of my stories will help equip them to live their best life, to really live their best life. So I really do miss my grandmother. I really miss her, and I wish I had the opportunity to speak to her more. But I have some older aunties and uncles that I'm taking the time to call more and speak with more, and it's a beautiful thing, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys have a story that you would like to share about your grandparents, maybe they told you something very unique that changed your life, and you just really think that it will help other people, put it in the comments. You know, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to just share. We are a community now on YouTube, and I would love to learn from you if there's anything that you remember your grandmother or your grandfather telling you or sharing with you, or just some ways that they express their love to you that you will remember forever and it's worth sharing. So leave a comment or a question if you would like, and subscribe to our channel.